Good morning. Good to have this number turn out, and this is a very special day for Lewisburg and Marshall County, and it's an honor and a privilege for me to be able to welcome the governor of the great state of Tennessee here with us this morning and his staff, and to be a little bit more said about that. I'm not going to talk long, but I did have a statement that Mayor Bingham, who's the city of Lewisburg mayor, is out of town, and we'll have just a brief statement I'm going to read that he wanted us to share with you. First, on behalf of myself and Mayor Bingham, who is currently out of the country, I want to express the most sincere appreciation to Governor Haslam, Commissioner Schroer, Deputy Commissioner Paul Diggs, and their staff for making this possible. We are honored to have you here in Lewisburg in Marshall County today and invite you to come back visit anytime you would like. Preferably it'd be cooler. We'd also like to extend a special thanks to the Lewisburg City Council for their role in making this a reality. Without their support and involvement in this improvement plan, it would not have been possible. This grant will allow us to make better accessibility, connectivity from our historic downtown area down First Avenue to Rock Creek Park. This will draw additional pedestrian traffic from Marshall County Courthouse, Lewisburg City Hall, and other governmental buildings, as well as shops and restaurants in the area. This was the most important connection, one of the first priorities identified in the Lewisburg Vision Plan that was adopted earlier. Through a safe transportation system connecting these elements, the city can expand similar enhancements to create a stronger network throughout downtown. The city of Lewisburg and Marshall County is committed to supporting our citizens in their efforts to live a healthy, active lifestyle. We hope this improved access to our downtown area, Rock Creek Park, and the fine walking track systems will encourage those efforts. We certainly appreciate the opportunity on behalf of the city of Lewisburg and Marshall County, the opportunity to do this. And at this time, I want to introduce the governor of our great state, Bill Haslam.
Thanks, Mayor. Everybody always calls us the governor and think, what is his name anyway? I've been there, don't worry. Hey, good morning. I know it's hot and I won't talk long. I want to thank Representative Billy Spivey and Senator Jim Tracy for joining us. I'm going to ask them to come up, say something briefly in just 1 second. Let me tell you why we're here. Actually, I think you know because the mayor just talked about it. But I'll cut to the bottom line. We're here today to present the city of Lewisburg with a grant of $701,138. I never know how they come up with those numbers. Somebody has to work to get that $138 part to fund phase 1 of the Downtown Connector project. As you heard, it'll provide pedestrian and bicycle facility connect the historic square with Rock Creek Park. Here's what these are about. You might say, well, I've heard you guys are short transportation money. You're talking about raising fuel taxes. What's this about? This is money that Congress, going back 25, 30 years ago, allocated for what are called enhancement grants. They're specifically for alternative transportation ideas to be used around the state. What we like about what Congress did in this case, most of us like to complain about Washington because they get a lot wrong, but in this case we think they got something wrong, got right. What they did is they allocated the money, but then they let states decide what was going to happen to that money. We, as the state of Tennessee, the Department of Transportation reaches out to communities all across the state, and then applications are made for this funding. And if you're from Lewisburg and Marshall County, you should be proud that you got a grant of this size. It is always a competitive process. It isn't just submit it and you get it. It means you worked hard to get a great application and put this together. Let me touch on the last reason this is important. As you know, we're all the time talking about competing for jobs and trying to encourage more people to build their businesses and build their families here in Tennessee. And everything I've done shows this. People want to locate their businesses and grow their families in places that have a high quality of life. We can add something like this. It just makes this an even greater place to live in the city of Lewisburg. So we're going to present this check in just 1 second, but first I'm going to ask Senator Tracy if he would say a word, and then Representative Spivey. Jim Tracy.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you all for coming out today. Governor, thank you for your help in this. TDOT for your help. Most of all, as the governor said, this is a competitive grant. I want to thank the city of Lewisburg. When you apply for something like this, there's many other communities across the state that strive for this grant. This is a large grant. This is going to be very helpful for the city of Lewisburg to achieve this grant because it will be good for the citizens of this community. I'm very excited to be here today to see this appropriated to the city of Lewisburg, and I'm looking forward to using that. This will be good for the Goat Festival. When we have the Goat Festival, we can walk right across there and go and watch the concert and be around the Goat Festival. I look forward to using that, and thank you for all the hard work you did here in Lewisburg. And as the governor said, we're just so thankful for the governor and his support for getting this. Thank you.
I'll probably be more brief than either of them, as hot as it is, but, and it's a work day for me. I had to fill away from the office to get here, but I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you to the governor, to Greg Lowe and Randall Dunn, all of you that worked so hard to even put together this proposal, and then the governor and his staff for the approval. But a more heartfelt thank you to the governor for his leadership and his friendship. His friendship to me has given an opportunity to this district, and especially this community being my hometown. It's given us a seat at the table we wouldn't have had otherwise, but that is great. I'm very grateful for that. So thank you, Governor, and thank you to all of you for the hard work that got it here.
The Alternative Transportation Grant will provide much-needed improvements to the First Avenue connector between the Lewisburg Square and Rock Creek Park, including a streetscape, pedestrian access, and bike lanes. The project will be broken into 4 phases and will begin on 3 separate sections of First Avenue between the square and Rock Creek Park. Among the streetscape features planned are street lighting that matches those around the Lewisburg Square that will be carried through Rock Creek Park. Another grant recently awarded to the City of Lewisburg is a TDOT multimodal grant that will create a connector between the East Commerce Bridge and the Greenway, providing access to pedestrians to the Lewisburg Square. This project not only includes a connector between the Greenway and the bridge, but includes a facelift for the bridge itself. A third TDOT grant awarded to the City of Lewisburg will allow the city to reprogram and resynchronize all of the traffic signal lights within the City of Lewisburg. Congratulations to the City of Lewisburg and Marshall County for receiving these 3 grants, and a special thanks to Governor Bill Haslam, Commissioner John Schroer, and the Tennessee Department of Transportation. In appreciation, Mayor Jim Bingham, County Mayor Joe Boyd Leggett, City Manager Randall Dunn, and Councilman Roy Hazlip presented Governor Haslam with a gift basket of local products that included products from Brothers Fine Foods, Captain Rodney's, and Pickers Creek Winery.